Blessed be everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to hopefully help you find out what it is that you want. It may be in a particular area of your life, or it may be just in your life in general right now. It's the perfect time to be asking this question astrologically, and I know that a lot of people have already been asking this question a lot over the last 18 months or so. Before we dive into that though, hi, I'm Sandra from MysteryWitchSchool.com. If you're new to the channel and you want to know more about Wicca and witchcraft, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any videos. I've just published my second book. It's my first book on Wicca and witchcraft. It's called Crafting Your Wiccan Path, Connecting to Nature, Spirit and Magic Through the Practices of Witchcraft. You can get it on Amazon via paperback or Kindle, and the link to that is in the description field below this video. So what do you want? What do you really want with your life? A lot of us are being drawn to this question, and I know a lot of people have already asked this question. If you are in the Mystery Witch School Academy, you would have already done this exercise in relation to your witchcraft practice. If you have done my 5-day daily practice course, The Ultimate Guide to Starting a Wiccan Practice That Works, you would have already done this in relation to your witchcraft practice. You can ask yourself these questions in relation to your witchcraft practice or in any aspect of your life right now. Over the last, over 18 months, a lot of people have been asking this question because we have been forced really to ask these questions of ourselves. Our lives have been totally changed and reorganized. A lot of people are facing situations that we never thought that we would be facing in the modern world. We've seen it in history. You know, we've seen tyranny and totalitarianism in the past and in other countries in the world, but in the West we've actually never really thought we would experience it in our own lifetime, but yet we are. So a lot of us need to be focusing on what we really want. Because a lot of energy, when it's put into what we don't want, is energy that can be wasted in many ways. And unless we can actually change the situation, or we have a way to actually contribute to the change of the situation, physically speaking, if we're just getting angry about it or depressed or anxious about it, we're actually wasting a lot of energy that we could be channeling into working magically towards what it is that we really want. And if we all did that, if we all focused on what it is we really wanted for ourselves in the world, and we really knew what that was, we would be putting that energy out into the world. And that will help bring more change that we do want in the world. But we need to know what it is that we really want in the first place. A lot of the times we think we want something, but it's just that we've been told we should want it. A lot of the time we're wanting things because we think we should want it, because, well, that's what you should want if you want to get from A to B, when really it's not what you really want in your heart. And it can be so difficult to know what you want in your heart, because since we've been out of the womb, we've been bombarded with our society telling us what it is we should be wanting. And so we're at a time now where we can go, well, what do I really want? What is it that I really want for myself, truly, without listening to what anybody else is saying or telling me I should be wanting or doing with my life right now? So find yourself in a nice, quiet place, preferably in a darkened space. When we have like a room that's dark and it's lit maybe with a very weak light or by candlelight, it helps us connect more with our subconscious mind. It helps us connect more and go more within ourselves. So once you've set up a nice, comfortable, quiet space, if you're someone who likes to write, grab your journal and write the answers to these questions. If you're somebody who's not really into writing, then you can speak out loud what you're experiencing from this. Or if you're somebody who isn't even into speaking out loud, you can still imagine yourself in situations doing this exercise, or just going through it in your head. Okay, so you don't have to record it, you don't have to write it down. This is just to get you in touch with you and what it is that you really want to be doing. So place your hand on your heart. When you place your hand on your heart, you're connecting to your heart chakra, which is connecting to your higher self and connecting more intuitively to who and what you are. And just ask yourself this simple question: what do I want? This might be in general, or it might be an area of your life. It might be to do with relationships, with love, it could be career, it could be financially. If you don't know what area of your life to focus on, then just ask yourself, what do I want? And something will come. And just feel into what comes into your mind when you ask yourself that question. What are you feeling in your body? Is there a little bit of resistance to the question? Is there some fear maybe? Try and breathe through and just allow yourself, give yourself space to just think about all of the things that you want right now. You can write them down in a journal. So spend 5 minutes just writing. Don't lift your pen off the page. Or if you want to speak it out, just speak out what it is that you want. You might want to record that. Or if you're just doing it internally, allow yourself to internally just reflect on what it is that you want. And just allow yourself to go with this. This is the first layer of the onion that you're peeling. So you'll find that a lot of the wants that you may come up with in this first line of questioning is going to be very surface, and it's not necessarily going to really be the essence of what it is that you're truly wanting. That's okay. This part of the process is just to get all of that out there so that you can see and experience the first layer. Spend 5 minutes doing that. And once you've done that, you're ready for the next question. Hand on heart, connecting with the heart chakra, and ask yourself this question: what do I really want? You'll find that there'll be more in this when you ask this question, because you've already thought about one aspect or one layer of the onion. This is the next layer. So there may be new things that come up underneath this. And just allow yourself to feel into it. There may be more resistance. You may find that there may be some negativity around maybe what it is that you want. There may be a little bit of hesitation or fear about admitting what it is that you may really want. Just let it out. And if there is any resistance, just say to that part of yourself, I hear you. I hear you. And just note what that resistance feels like. Do that for 5 minutes, and then the next question is hand on heart. Yes, I want all of this. I want these things. But what do I really want? This will add another layer to the onion. Spend 5 minutes writing, speaking, thinking, experiencing what it is you want. You may find new things pop up for you. You may find more conflict, more resistance coming up. You may find there's a little bit of shame or guilt perhaps around what you want. Some of the things that you find you want may not be acceptable. That's okay. Just allow that resistance to be there. You're not trying to change anything. You're just trying to discover what's there. This is a discovery process. And then once you've done that for 5 minutes, hand on heart. If all of my needs have been met, got all the money I need, what do I really want? And this is getting closer to the core of what you really want, because a lot of the time what we want, or what we think we want, is actually related to our survival. We want to have money, an income coming in, because we need to have an income. So that's going to take precedent over deeper wants, because it's something that we need to have to survive. When you have that taken care of, so if your material needs are all taken care of, you don't have to worry about money ever again. You're going to have all the food, all the shelter, all the clothing, everything you could possibly imagine materially having, you have. What is it that you really want? And this is where you'll get closer to the core of your being. And this is where you can spend a lot of time connecting. You may find it difficult to really tune in to this part of yourself, because you may have found that for your entire life you've been focusing on the material needs, and so you haven't really had the opportunity to go into that depth in your heart to discover what it is you really wanted. For some of you, this may be even the first time you've asked yourself or given yourself the space to even ask yourself this question in this way, to actually find out what it is that you're really, really wanting. Spend time with it. If any guilt, shame, fear come up for you, just note where you're feeling it in your body. Other processes, shadow work processes, are where you can deal with the resistance to feeling into what it is that you really want. And spend time. When you find what it is that you want, spend time with it. Spend time imagining yourself being it, doing it, being the person you see yourself as being, doing the things that you see yourself doing. Take note of any discomfort around that. That's okay. You're not trying to change anything. You're just trying to get used to the feeling of having and being what it is that you want. And when you do this, you're giving your energy to the outcome you want, as opposed to giving your energy to the outcome you don't want. So when it comes to doing your magic and spell work, you know exactly what it feels like and what it is that you want when you go to do your spell. So whatever you're doing magic for, you can use this process to really get to the root and to the heart of what it is that you want, so that you can cater your spell to suit that and target that. Now, it may be a number of spells that you need to do. If it's a big goal, if it's a big want, and you know there's going to be certain stages. But when you really know what you want and you're really connecting to your heart, you're going to have better success with your magic, because you're energetically connecting to the truth of who and what you really are. You may find your life purpose in this. You may uncover secrets of your deepest self that you never knew were there, and have fun with it. Enjoy it, because it's meant to be a joyful process. If you want to learn Wicca in a group of like-minded people online, and you want to have a mentor that can answer your questions and actually get together live online with other witches also learning Wicca, then have a look at the Mystery Witch School 101 Academy. It's a 12-month course. You can pace yourself. You can do it longer than 12 months. It gives you all of the basics of Wicca, working with energy, working with magic, working with the lunar cycles, working with the Sabbats and the deities, as well as doing some shadow work. Building a practice that really does get you in touch with nature, spirit, and magic, where you're not just reading about it, you're actually doing stuff and building a practice step by step. It's the Mystery Witch School 101 Academy, and the link to it is in the description field below this link. I'm offering a $100 discount on this course up until the midnight, the 31st of August 2021. And yeah, if you join before the 31st at midnight, you do get $100 off the normal price. Link in the description field below this video. If you like the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm Sandra from mysterywitchschool.com. Blessed be.